We are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Cincinnati Bengals. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A run there on first down, and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 3rd down, Burrow. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So opening drive 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
Solomon Thomas there on the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Burrow on play action. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end Sample. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Here we go.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. They find some open field here. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Flush to his right. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On play action, now Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And the Bengals are going to have it here as as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
74 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. On the ground, McCaffrey. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bengals have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year. So, to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But, to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out. And that could be their Achilles heel.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Trey Hendrickson. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Steps away to his left. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs, one where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he's 1,000 yards.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry runs with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Now a stoppage as Samaje Perine appears to have been shaken up on the play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The Bengals drive about to get going. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Second and 6. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 130 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Burrow will throw. Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to...
And that is caught! Touchdown, Raiders! Deontay Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bengals drive about to get going. They, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
On 2.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. No gain on the play there, second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Burrow. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Divine Diablo. And the Raiders will take over possession here up at the 44.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throwing on first down is Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll... fall incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Burrow looking to pass. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Christian McCaffrey in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. The final shot here before half for Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Carlson down to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think
and he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball. They leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. To throw on 2nd and 6. Carr. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. First down Vegas as Carr finds Ruggs that time. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Working with a 2nd and 3. Play action. Now it's Carr. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And the Bengals are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again.
Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 41.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometime.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated.
And he's going to go down again. Sam Hubbard picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long.
Now Carr.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level of what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, a 22.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Burrow. Evans has it left side. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice.
And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down.
56 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Carr. Flushed out right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Now a play fake. Carr. He'll buy some, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Olivier Vernon able to record his 5th sack of the season. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. He'll get this one to Patrick.
7 yards, the pickup there.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open.
And now here's another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Bengals will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Oh, still won't go down. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run with McCaffrey.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4.
2nd and 6. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Throwing his Carr.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And my goodness, another interception. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.